Day 45. Okay, so today was kind of a weird day. Got a few things I want to talk about, and it's not really about the day, but we'll run through the day. So remember when I said yesterday about the song I've been working on like crazy, the song I've been writing a lot. Yeah, so I recharged yesterday. I kind of prepared myself to record this song, even though I woke up today and I really didn't want to record. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So I'm preparing, I'm putting the microphone, I'm plugging the microphone in, and if you watch my previous videos, I think like early on, like, I don't know, like day 1 to, no, not day 1, probably like day 10, around day 10, I had like a bad, like, what is it, a technical error, technical malfunction, I guess. Basically my microphone is like, it's been on the cable's been on the brink for a while. Basically, if you move it, it makes like a sound, like a buzzing sound. So you have to like tweak the cable, like tweak the position of the microphone for it to actually do its job. And yeah, plugged it in today and it just didn't work. Like there was just no, like I tried to do it for like 5-10 minutes, and even if it did work, I said to myself like, it's time to get a new cable. Like, it really is time to get a new cable. This cable's been on the brink for so long. Yeah, it's time. So maybe it was the universe telling me that me not wanting to record is a good thing. So instead of recording, which I've been doing this whole journey, I'd say, I've done something I haven't done at all since this year, which is really bad. It was focusing on the music marketing side of things. I've been completely disregarding it, and it's really, I don't want to use the, I hate using excuses, so I'm not going to. But what I'm going to say is that I've been fully focused on the songwriting and recording side of things for this new album, which is understandable, right? But there is really no excuse to completely disregard the music marketing side of things. If you follow my social media, you'll see that it's just the same content I've been using since like September for like Love Yourself and How It Was, and when I was really focused on the music marketing side, because the EP was done and all I was doing during the summer was just marketing. So obviously I'm going to have content which I can use for a lot of my songs. So I've just been using that, which is really lazy from me. I'm not going to like shit on myself too much, but it is bad. And I do need to kind of find that balance between marketing and whilst recording this album. And a lot of thoughts have been going in my head recently about how my release schedule is going to be, because I don't really want it to be another repeat of how this song was. And because I really put in so much effort to record this song and write this song for you guys, but I just haven't done anything for the marketing side of things. I've just used the same content. I just haven't done anything. And I just think, how can I spend so many hours on this song? Literally giving my heart and soul into this song, you know, so many hours, so many headaches and anxiety and all that, all the above. And then I'm just half-assing the marketing side of things. I don't think that's, the most important, I don't think that's fair on myself. Like, I know that that's selfish, but it's not fair on you guys, but it's also not fair on me to put all the hours in, put all that work in, and to kind of just check it out. Oh, it's out. When I really, like, that was like 4 weeks of this year. So like, majority of the year so far. And I've just kind of half-assed it. Even though I literally gave my all to record that song. So it's weird. So I didn't really, because when bad things happen to people, you know, the immediate response is, oh, why does this always happen to me? I've kind of used today as like I saw it as like a sign, as like a wake-up call. Like the universe telling me, like, yo, you need to focus on the marketing side more. Because as much as the song's important, obviously the song's very important, but as much as, you know, I need to focus on the marketing side. Like, that's what's gonna make me do music full time. Like, yeah, the song could be amazing, right? But if I don't know how to market it, I'm never gonna make music full time. So it needs to be a bigger focus than it is. I just feel like it's on the back burner so much. And obviously it's understandable because I'm writing an album, I'm recording an album, it's all me. Like, I'm producing it, writing it, recording it, so it's all me. But there needs to be more on the marketing side of things. So that's what I've been doing today. Been watching a lot of Jesse Cannon, which is like my go-to guy for music marketing. I'm part of his members club, members feed, wherever it is. You know, on like YouTube where you can subscribe. You can like, it's like £5 a month. You can join like a members feed, and it's like they make YouTube videos just for people who pay monthly, right, on YouTube. What's the word? I feel like I'm like the community on YouTube community. I don't know what it is. He just says members feed on YouTube, but it's really good, and he posts like every week about, he like dissects viral trends and viral artists that are blowing up, and I just haven't been watching any. Like, it's really bad. Like, it comes up on YouTube, the notification that, oh, he's made a new video, and I just haven't watched any, which is bad. You know, and I have been very much focused on the music and on the music and the recording side of things. So I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it, but I'm not going to use it as an excuse either, because I have had time to focus on the marketing side of things. So it's kind of just a wake up call, because how am I using the same content that I filmed in like June and in September, and I haven't recorded any content since? Like, that is not good enough. Like, it really isn't. And yeah, so that's going to be a bigger focus throughout this kind of journey. And I've also had a lot of thoughts in my head about how I want to navigate kind of my release strategy through this album, because I don't want another repeat of this. I don't want another repeat of me really giving it my all, recording this song, and then half-assed the marketing side. And I'm literally doing that because when Without You was done, a couple days after, I'm recording the next song. Like, there was no stop and start. In previous years, when I'm just releasing singles, it was record the song, have a week of marketing, a week or two of marketing, I'd say, record another song, week or two of marketing. So there was always a focus on how the song will be marketed and how the song will be promoted. And I'm not saying the promotion side of what I was doing was good. It kind of did. I think I did well during the EP. I think because I just focused on that during the summer, I think I learned a lot. But before that, I would say it was the same kind of thing. Like, it was just the same. Like, it wasn't good content. It was just me I don't know. It was just me, like, there's videos of me just like, I don't know, just standing there. And it's just like, what is that? Yeah. I just haven't been very good at it, but I do need to learn how to do it, and that's why I need to watch these videos more. So yeah, the change of release strategy was, I'm considering just finishing the album. Okay, going kind of like Ghost in a way, like not releasing music. And then when the album's completely done, release it as I would normally. So release 4 singles, and then the album be done, right? Rather than what I did last time by just like recording a song, finishing the song, distributing it, and then recording another song. Because I just don't think it's going to work this year. Because I'm recording an album, it's different. I can't use the same process that I've been doing last year, with the singles every 6 to 8 weeks, and then I just feel like it has to be different, because I just don't want another repeat of this. But the 6 to 8 weeks thing is the reason why I've seen so much growth. So it's like, I don't know, I'm in a difficult situation right now, and I don't know what to do. I just don't want it to be another repeat. Because I feel like if I what's it called, do what I do right now, the album will be done quicker. Or will it? I really don't know. I'm really stuck. I can't lie. I'm really stuck because it's either I record the album and just don't release any music, right? And let's just say that gets me to May, June. But there's no way I'll be. I don't know. I'm really torn. I think the thing that makes sense the most to do would be to just finish the album, right? Then release the singles every 6 to 8 weeks. Whilst they're being released, content, branding for the album, then release the album, right? If I continue to do it this way, it just feels scattered a bit, I feel. It feels really scattered because if I drop a song, similar kind of vibe will be for the marketing side because I just won't have time because I'll be recording the next song. But more growth will come from recording singles, releasing singles. It's just a difficult situation. Because let's face it, I'm on song, what song am I on? 3? Yeah. Well, I've half recorded another one, half recorded another, but still, this is song 3, right? I want to be recording like 10 songs, 12 songs. This is really difficult. I'm really torn right now, and I'm really torn. Another thing about the marketing side is I don't really want to be relying on adverts. I want a community. Like, I really want like an actual community on social media. I want people to be like, wow, when's the next song? Like, I feel like with adverts it's so, like, adverts are good. I think I'll always use adverts, but I feel like my main marketing strategy is adverts, and I don't like that at all. I want it to be like my community, and I'm just not focused on social media, and I'm just not focused on social media right now. And it's just, there's just so much to do, and it's only me. It's just crazy. I just don't know where to start. And I know a lot of people around me asking when the album is, and they're not rushing me. They're genuinely just curious when the album is. And the answer is just always, I don't know, because I don't know. I really don't know. And, I'm very blessed that people around me are curious around when I'm going to drop the album and when I'm this and when I'm that. And I don't know myself. The aim is to have all the recording done by summer, right? And then do the branding stuff. And then release in the fall or autumn, right? The fall's American. Autumn. I think that's the difference. Right? But I just don't know if that is even possible. Like, at this point, I don't even know, man. I really don't know. I just feel like days are just going flat. Days are just flying by so quick. Like, they're just flying by so fucking quick. Like, I'm really putting a lot of pressure on myself for this album. It's just internal pressure, isn't it? Because I have no one like truly pressuring me like from the outside to get. It's just all me, innit? It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I'll have a think about what I'm gonna do for the album. Um, I don't know. Part of me just keeps saying to just record it all and then start doing social media stuff, right? But in the back of my mind, it's just that voice in my head saying, "But what about that? What about that consistent growth? What about because that's all I've been doing. That's all I've known. Like last year, I did every 6 weeks. The year before that, I did every month. Like every literally a song in every month. So because it's different, my mind is just like, no, 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 no. I don't know. I really don't know. And also, I don't like the idea of, say, the next song does super well, viral, everything I would have dreamed for, right? I have nothing. I have no material. If the song, say the song does really well, this next song I think is like one of my best songs, right? Super well, everyone loves it. Usually, when that happens, say Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, for example, or any other hit song, the hit song, and guess what the artist does straight away? Drops an album or drops another song, rise the momentum. I don't want to be in a position where I'm obviously I'm not saying this one's gonna reach Olivia Rodrigo levels, but I'm saying it might. But what I'm saying is, if this song does well, what do I have to continue any motivation? Motivation, any momentum? Because I don't have anything. I'm recording the next song. Like, yeah, it's awkward, and I don't like that. And I don't want to rush it either. It's an album. It's my album. It's okay to rush singles in a way, I guess, because singles are disposable to an extent. I know you shouldn't really say that about your music, but they kind of are. Albums are part of a permanent body of work. Do I want them to be rushed? No. But sometimes it feels like I have to rush it. It's just oh man. And then it's like but then it's like if you don't hurry up, you'll stay longer at your part-time job. So the quicker you get them out, the more likely you are to leave your job and pursue music full time. So it's just it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird situation to be in, and I will ponder about it. But yeah, also another thing I wanted to talk about was I saw a guy on Instagram, or he's on YouTube as well, and his thing is to stay alive for as long as possible, right? Forgot his name. I don't know his name. You probably know who I'm talking about. Like everything he does is to live the longest. I don't know if his goal is to live the longest a human has ever lived. I'm assuming that's his goal, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how is that a life lived? Because is that really living life? If everything you're doing is optimal and everything you're doing is to stay alive, right? It just seems like a very, I don't want to say wasted, because he might get fulfillment out of this, right? But it just seems like a very, I don't want to use, what word am I looking for? I don't want to be clumsy with my use of words. I don't know. I just feel like, is it a life lived to, if your purpose is to just live? You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, it's kind of a paradox in a sense, because is it a life? It's not really, but the wording to an extent is, because it's, with a life is, then, and if you want to live longer, then the only way to live a life is to live longer. So by definition, it is a life lived. But what I'm saying is, where it just seems like a very passive life. I know I'm only 23, but I just feel like that's not what life is. And I don't know what life is. I don't think anyone will ever know. But to me, the way I perceive life is experiences, which I don't, which is another, which I want to talk about. Experiences, your purpose, your goals, dreams, like that is a life. Sacrifice, like that is a life, right? I just feel like if your goal is to live as long as possible, where's the living part? And again, it sounds weird because you will be living, because you'll be living for as long as possible, but it just doesn't seem like a life lived. And something I keep asking myself recently is, like, all I've been doing recently is this, okay? All I've been doing recently. Kind of removing myself from being able to experience things and, do different things and kind of see the world or whatever, right? Be social, whatever, right? So there's that. But instead of me doing that, I'm here recording this album, okay? And what I keep asking myself is, say, I just think when I'm done with this, I don't know, bro, this is so like a when I'm done with this, when I'm just starting, will I think it was worth it? Will all the sacrifices I've made and all the experiences I've missed out on, maybe, was it worth it? I just keep asking myself that. And I won't know. Because either way, I won't know. I can say when I'm 40, it wasn't worth it. Say if I say it wasn't worth it. How do I know that? I have no idea what experience I've missed out on. How can I ever say it wasn't worth it when I've achieved everything I've wanted to do? Okay, you've achieved everything you wanted to do. But how can I say it wasn't when that's all I've ever wanted? And how can I say it wasn't when I don't know what I've missed out on? I think it's an interesting kind of, everything's hindsight. And 40-year-old me will look at this guy that sacrificed everything and did everything he could to be where 40-year-old me is. So how can I ever say that it wasn't worth it? I just feel like I see those around me on social media, those my age, and I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm living life wrong. And I know I'm not. I know what I'm doing is right. But it's just, strange. Like on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm gonna come home from work and record a song and then go on a run. Whilst everyone around me, I see on social media, and I'm not saying everyone around me is in the people I know, I'm saying everyone around me is in my demographic, right? I'm not saying my friends. I'm not saying that. I'm saying everyone in my age group, right, is either, going out, they're doing this and doing that and doing that. How do I know what I'm doing is right? It's just interesting. Because that's the thing. I would rather stay inside and record music I would rather do that. But what about the lived experiences that I should be experiencing as well? And I think that's, if there's one thing older me will think, is that probably. But hopefully he has the understanding that the reason why he is where he is now is because of what I'm doing now. But I don't know. I just feel like I am missing out on stuff. And I don't know if I'll regret it or not. I don't know. It's just a constant battle in my head to, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just interesting. I just don't know. Will I see these times as missed opportunities? Because I'm challenging myself every day. And I'd say I'm the most, my mind's been the most at peace it's been. Like I walked home from the gym today and there was no cars on the road and everything was just silent, and I just looked up to the sky and everything was just bliss. There was just a moment of like pure calm in my head and in the outside world. But yeah. Just an interesting sacrifice. And I'm just interested to see how older me will perceive it. And yeah, just feel like as years go by, but I know what I'm doing is right, and that's the kind of weirdness about it, like strangeness about it, because I know what I'm doing is right, but in the back of my head it's just always what am I missing out on, kind of thing. And if it was easy, everyone would do this, right? So obviously there's going to be some sort of sacrifice and some sort of this and that, but it's difficult to know what you're missing out on because you don't know what you're missing out on. Interesting. But yeah, anyways, I've been waffling for way too long. It's been half an hour, but just interesting. Sometimes I do feel like I'm missing out, but I don't know on what. But that's not going to deter me from what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So me thinking that is not going to change what I'm doing. I'm still going to keep going. But, so I guess there's no point thinking about it. So yeah. Alright.